I'm obviously super proud of our team for the effort, and don't want to take anything away from Washington and Lee. They are an exceptional team. We knew that they weren't going to play for 4 quarters and give us their best effort. No one wants to go home this time of year, and I was really, really impressed with how well they played and how they played together. So hats off to them for not just making the tournament, but for a great season. In terms of our team, I think we had a little bit of nerves tonight, and so I'm just really happy that we were able to put 4 quarters together to come out with a win. And, we talked at halftime that we're going to win this game with defense, and that's certainly what propelled us in the third quarter to really kind of put a cap on this thing and come out of tonight's game with a win.
First, for Erica, career high 18 points tonight. And especially in that first quarter, the first half when things were close, it seemed like you really had some timely buckets, got it when the team needed it. So what was working for you out there? What led to such a great scoring?
Well, at first I really got to owe it to my team because they always find me when I'm open. And also setting really good ball screens, Jenny, that allow me to pull up or allow me to shoot off the three. So I really got to owe it to them for always finding me and allowing me to even create a shot.
Erica, you outscored Washington Lee yourself in the third quarter, 9-8. You and Coach, if you could talk about what a spark she was, because it was a 1-point game, and all of a sudden she hits those 3 threes, and it's up to a double-digit game, and you never relinquish that you never take the foot off the throttle at that point.
Yeah, we set her up a little bit. So like she said, her teammates set great screens, but I think she's one of the premier shooters in the country. And UA teams have kept a close eye on her. I thought tonight Washington and Lee lost her a few times, and she was able to capitalize off of it as great shooters do. So it definitely opened it up for us. Anytime we're hitting from the outside with the interior game that we have, it really changes the game for us.
Yeah, and during halftime, Coach Barber really said our defense would start our offense. So, like us playing really hard on defense and then someone getting a steal and then finding me to shoot, it just really gave a lot of energy. So just all of us playing together just really helps to create any shot, including mine.
And Jenny, didn't impact the game as much in the scoring column as maybe you're used to, but defensively, you were blocking a ton of shots, altering a ton of shots, just bringing that intensity down low. So, what was kind of your mentality on defense coming into this one, and as it kind of went along?
I mean, like we say, defense wins championships, and control the controllable. And if your shot's not falling, I have 4 other teammates that, like Erica, Natalie, Jordan. If one of us isn't on, someone else will be. That's kind of the strength of our team. And I think defensively, that's I want to play. I love basketball, so if I can play good defense, I get to play, and it's gonna, like Erica said, spark our offense. If I'm not scoring, I'm not gonna let the other team score.
Also, I thought it was interesting when Bell got into some foul trouble in the second quarter. Here comes Brooklyn, and she kind of steadies things a little bit for you, and just impacts the game in different ways. She brought energy, I thought, to the floor. Your thoughts on that when it could have gone a little bit helter-skelter there?
Yeah, she stuffs the stat sheet with things that aren't on this. It's like deflections and just defensively sticking with guys that we don't want to let go off. She's I think if there was a 6th Man of the Year award in the UAA, she would have won it. We love her coming off the bench because of that energy. She sort of shifts the game with her speed. It's just a different level. And so she does change the tone. And one thing I was nervous about actually was, like Megan Horn, Washington and Lee was big. So Brooklyn's size, I think, definitely helped us, kind of neutralize some of the looks that they were getting, and change the game in that way. And, it was in a good way to give Bell a couple minutes rest and, have her in the second half to come back strong in the third quarter.
And also, Coach, Mary Kay Fahey also had a career high. First game scoring in double figures of her career, 11 points. Again, timely buckets.
She was huge tonight. That was her best game of her career. And what a statement as a freshman to have your best game in the NCAA tournament, opening up. So she was a huge spark for us. She was 3 for 5 from the 3, again, kind of opening things up. And she had, I don't know what it was, 4 offensive rebounds, shockingly. I mean, she's one of the smaller guys on the floor. So she has a toughness about her. And, for all these guys, we have a very young team. And coming into the NCAA tournament, you kind of don't know how we're going to step up to the plate. So for her as a freshman to come in and give us those minutes off the bench was really big tonight.
And Jenny, of course, as one of the you and Erica being on the team who was made a tournament appearance 2 years ago, both of you can speak to kind of how today compared, and then how you're preparing for tomorrow, going into tomorrow with that experience.
Yeah, I mean, I think, our freshman year was kind of, are we going to make it, are we not? And kind of playing with, let's see how far we can go. Kind of like, we were just grateful to be there. I think now we, like Coach Barber said on the first day, like, this is what we're working for. And it's kind of been like, oh, can we get to the tournament? And I think it's just kind of this, we've been working for this. We work really hard in practice, and just, these young kids don't really know what it's like to not make the tournament. So I think like the upperclassmen kind of like know what it's like for your season to end in one night, and going out in the second round, like, we remember that from 2 years ago, and we'd really love to go farther.
Yeah, I would say losing freshman year really fired us up, especially like the upperclassmen who experienced that, and like we really like try to install that into the younger players and say like this could be over any time. So like we really were trying to like up the energy, and just like, because we didn't want to lose tonight, we wanted to keep playing.
Just Coach, finally for me, when you game plan for a team like Bates coming up, another team that's well battle tested, because they're in another power conference like you in the NESCAC. They've been through the wars. They went through an war tonight. What are your thoughts on taking them on, and what's your biggest challenge from them?
Obviously they have a never say die spirit. I mean, we were in the locker room in the back kind of, I would say I was a little bit surprised at the score with a couple minutes to go, and then even more surprised that they made that comeback and sent it into overtime. So I'm glad our players saw that, so they know that we can't let up tomorrow regardless of what's going on the court. But at the end of the day, everything about our program has been sort of focusing on us. The UAA is incredibly tough, just like the NESCAC. So you're right, they're very battle tested. So are we, and we just have to come in and control what we can control. We're a defensive minded team. That's what starts our offense and gets us running. We'll look to play an up-tempo game tomorrow. That's no secret. And so the question will be, can we get the stops to run? And that'll be the question and answer for who moves on tomorrow.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.